Hello everyone, Nick Shaheen here looking at some pot stocks. I'll start with Canopy. CGC is the ticker. This is a short-term chart of 15 minutes. So every candle you see here is 15 minutes. So again, just to recap, nothing here is actually a trade alert or recommendation by any means. I'm sharing the levels on the chart that look important to me. The thesis is whatever it is for whoever is looking at this long-term. This is not a long-term statement. This is just what's going on in the price right now. Last time I did a video, I remember, I think it was somewhere around here, and I said it's not the time to panic because this was a prior support level. So onus is on the bears to come up with more reasons to come down, and this is what happened right after. So I wasn't a genius about it, knowing that this was going to happen. Definitely I did not see a 12% run. But I did see no reason to panic out if I hadn't left my longs yet. Entirely different than saying buy it now. I'm just saying that if I was long, I wouldn't have gotten out. So now what? So a couple of bad days. Today is bad, but it's bad for the whole market, but not to the tune of 2%. What is today? The 3rd of January. So this is the morning of the Iranian attack. So just to give you reference. What about this level? It's an important level. It would have been better if they stayed above the candle here, which is 1973 or whatever, 1970. But it's still above this level right there from December 27th, 1960-ish. So that's significant. Again, this is a zone. And if I were to draw it, I'll probably use this doji candle here from the 27th. So if I wanted to draw a box, I'll probably use 1960 to 19 as a zone where it should find support again. So the attack to the breakout of an inverse head and shoulder of sorts from 2120 that would bring big run is still not happening. So first, where do we stop this 2-day slide? It should be, the zone is right below it, the support zone. So barring any news from CGC or pot, then this zone should hold. And if I wanted to find a trigger, I would probably put a trigger here. Not probably, I just did. And here being 20.6, that's kind of where they last failed a couple of times in the last couple of days. And I want to know if they go below this level to start looking at it. I'm sorry, I'm getting over a cold here. So this is a wide range. It all depends on the speed of the trader. So if I'm a faster trader, I can go to 5 minutes and find different ones. I think 15 minutes is fast enough for most people. So this is a little longer look. And the reason why I said this would be support in my prior video at 1850 was this squeeze right here. This consolidation zone, whoever fought over it, I think literally is what I said, is going to wake up and say, hey, last time I bought it here, I made money. Sure enough, the next day, this comes. Not sure what they rallied on, but the point is, the point of doing charts is not to have to game the headlines. For example, just yesterday, I shared a note with friends. I have a lot of breakout alerts on a whole bunch of stocks. I'm not taking any because of the charts. I expected a dip in the next couple of days, a buyable dip. I wasn't bearish on the market. I was saying I'm expecting a dip, so I'd rather start right. So the charts do have clues. So that was CGC. I'm not sure if anything else is moving. What do we do? ACB 15, reset the chart. Okay, so similar price action, a couple of bad days. An important place to stop at 2, round number, also happens to be a ledge. So if I were to draw a box, I'd do 212, 213 maybe. I'll add an alert here, and I'll add an alert. Okay, well, if they go below the 2, I want to know. So this would be another one I would do, APHA. Very similar, so I'm not going to spend time. Very similar concept, just carry the well, okay, so Cronos is even more sharp because you have these two candles right here at $7 and change, $7.10, let's call it. And we have this island top, or whatever that is. this failure from December 24th, this Christmas failure, at almost exactly that. And it was a contention level from before. So this is a significant level. So I'd want to know if they lose it. But if I'm looking at it, it's got lower highs, trying to hold a low. Usually, they break out of the lower high trend. Usually. But at this rate, if they bounce to 725, 730, I'd expect sellers there at least at the first attempt. What does that mean? Do I short it? I'm not saying short it. I'm just saying that if they bounce here, they're going to fade a little bit and then they bounce it. That's the normal price action. Or they can do this. That's unusual. This rally of 12, 15% that happened a few days ago. Very unusual. Usually you go to a place of resistance, you fail the first time, you try to bust through it, you go above it, then you test it for footing, and then you go up higher. So, again, here the clear note would be, if I haven't left my longs, now is not the time unless they lose a 7.05. That's my personal opinion. All right, I think I'm going to call it here. Is Tlry still worth looking at? Well, it's same concept. It's approaching the last fail level. If I haven't panicked out of it yet, now is not the time. Let's see what happens at this level here. Like, that's just a short-term comment there. MJ in general, trying to stay in the box we drew last time in our last video. All right, Nick signing out.